Good evening and welcome into News Channel 11 at 5:30. I'm Casey Marler. We start this half hour in Sullivan County, where the county held a meeting to discuss their hazard mitigation plan. The hazard mitigation plan is a 5-year plan that plans for disasters and what the county will do in the event of something such as Hurricane Helene last year. News Channel 11's Alex Williams was at the meeting and breaks down the plan and the public response.
Sullivan County officials, along with Tennessee's Emergency Management Agency and members of the community, met today to update the county's 5-year hazard mitigation plan. With disasters like Helene on everyone's mind, it's important to plan for them before they occur.
Every county in the state of Tennessee has a hazard mitigation plan in case a natural disaster brings impacts to the area. TEMA's Regional Emergency Management Planner, Michael Lamphere, explains the concept.
Hazard mitigation is basically how I like to look at it is think of the worst case scenario, the worst disaster that you could think of is going to happen to your community or your jurisdiction. How would you prevent that from actually causing damage and saving lives and property? What would you do to mitigate that today?
This process is important because planning for possible disasters now creates less financial strain on the community later.
Basically, for every dollar that is spent on mitigation, it saves between $6 to $8 on future damage. So if something happened today, if you actually spent that money ahead of time to prepare for that, it would save a lot of money in the future if a disaster was to hit, because you help prepare and mitigate that disaster before it actually happened.
The state requires each county to update its hazard mitigation plan at least every 5 years. For Sullivan County EMA Director Jim Bean, revisiting the plan keeps the county from allowing important projects to take a back seat.
The biggest reason to update at least every 5 years is number one, not to go stale with your projects. When I first come into the job a little over 10 years ago, we were repeating projects that hadn't been completed in the past 5 years, so we wanted to make sure this wasn't something that failed to the wayside. And so we create a list of projects and we work toward them in that 5 years.
It is important to note that the plan only covers natural disasters, not ones created by humans.
Floods, landslides, earthquakes, strong winds, tornadoes, all the natural disasters, nothing man-made and nothing specifically public health related like we went through a few years ago.
Once the plan is submitted, FEMA has 60 days to review and accept that plan. Reporting in Blountville, meteorologist Alex Williams, News Channel 11.
Thank you, Alex. Now